as I was saying, hey everybody, but as I was saying, I can't do it. I can't do it. Where is everyone at? Yeah, I'm actually uploading some right now. The personals. I know you hear me say that. You have to realize when you run a business, you got to constantly give updates. So if I sound like a broken record, that just deal with it. Hey, Unique, I remember seeing your comments a long time ago. You've been here from the beginning. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Hey, Pamela Gilliam. Pamela, are you the one that does the tarot cards? Or does the, I don't know if that was you or someone else. The profile picture looks like you. I can't sleep either, India. I can't sleep either. I can't. Oh, your friend says I look like her ex. Well, then her ex must be one good-looking person. Just saying. Hey, Jody. Hey, Shelly Westfall. Gian Gonzalez, what's up? Kelly Vincent. Readings are uploading right now, y'all. Please don't, for the personal people. I feel like y'all are my parents. Like, what happened to my reading? I'm doing it. I promise you. Was just thinking of taking the sleep aid. Yeah, I try to keep it real. But as I was, let's continue with the air sign talk. We'll call this zodiac sign. Let's talk about zodiac signs. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sarita, you're in ATL. Hey, Tarot 33, what's up? What state am I in? I'm in Georgia. Kind of near the Florida line, but I'm in Georgia nonetheless. Let's see, you know Aries are fucking manipulators from hell. You lack straightforwardness, but what an Aries does with the information is not always to use for good. Well, I mean, I'm not every Aries, but the ones I've met are brutally honest. They will not hold shit back. Let's speak about air signs, which are my arch nemesis. And I'm not, it's nothing personal. We all have our preferences, but the thing is, see, y'all come towards me with that bullshit. Here's my thing. The problem is, I'm the only one on here that will talk about the signs they don't like. A lot of tarot readers won't even say that. I guess they're afraid of losing subscribers or whatever. I'll tell you, I don't deal with them. I don't deal, like, literally. I was going to meet up with someone about 3 weeks ago, right? Found out what their sign was and dropped out at the last minute. I was like, nope, not going to happen. Forgot to ask the sign before we planned to meet. So, why are Geminis so cold? I don't know why, but the ones I have met, and this has become a really common thing. They swear up and down that they swear up and down that they don't have emotional detachment. But you know what? A lot of times we don't know how we are unless we see it from another perspective. I'm 28. But the thing is, they don't think that they are, but they really are. They are the most weirdest sign that I've come across, and I've met many of them. Do not tell me that this is not true, because the thing is, I've dealt with many my whole entire life. Didn't even realize it. I explained this in another video. Growing up, I didn't realize that a lot of my friends were Gemini until I went to Facebook. After we had fallout years before, I went on their Facebook. I'm kind of stalking a little bit. I'm like, what sign were they? And I started looking at all these people I had fallout with, and I'm like, they were all Gemini. They were born like late May, early June. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a sign that I'm going to avoid like the plague. All right, so my brother's an Aquarius, right? I don't know what it is about Aquarius, but they just rub me the wrong way. And I don't know why. And there's some that I have met and they didn't even tell me their sign. I just knew immediately that they were one. For some reason, Aquarius has this. This is my opinion on it. Want a real talk? We'll talk real. Yeah, see, exactly, Ella. But see, the thing is, for some reason, when I get around Aquarius, I just get this irking feeling. Like it's just like I can't click. And when you see me losing a lot of hand movements, that means I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. So there you go. It's just they got this cold, detached. I can't stand it. It just really irks the living fucking shit out of me. Ugh. Like I just can't. I can't stand it. And I get around them. Like one time I was watching Basketball Wives. I think it was L.A. And what's her name on there? I forgot her name, but it's the one on there that everybody was attacking one season. And I was like, she has to be an Aquarius because she acts just like one. Like, I forgot her name. What was her name? I'm trying to think of her name. I don't know if it was Drea or somebody, but anyways, it was the girl that everybody was going off on, right? And so I'm like, she has to be an Aquarius. So I typed in her name, and then lo and behold, she was an Aquarius, Drea. That's it. I said she has to be an Aquarius. Looked her up. She was a Aquarius. I'm like, ugh, that's why she irks the living shit out of me. And then I've met ones in person. Irks the living shit out of me. I cannot stand that sign. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. Like and then the psychic one day, she didn't know about my dislike of Aquarius. For those that are gonna ask, and she didn't know that I didn't like Aquarius, right? And she said, you will end up with an Aquarius person. I'm like, oh my God, I swear to God, that will not happen. I will, like. When I do a love reading on myself, I don't even want to see the star card, period. All right, let's go to, I love Libra. I love Libra because Libra this is why I love Libra, because for some reason, when I get around a Libra, we have this attraction out of this world. Like, it's out of this world. And I can't understand it. I'm like, why am I so attracted to the way this person talks, the charm? And then they're attracted to me because they're like, oh my God, you're so blunt. And I'm like, well, damn, you're so charming. And it's like, literally, I'm surprised we don't start tongue kissing right there. Like, it's just, I don't understand it. I'm so, sorry, y'all. And let's see. What's another zodiac sign? Sagittarius. I'm gonna have to speak about Sagittarius. I'm gonna speak the gospel, all right? Okay, so Sagittarius is a sign that I actually I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna try not to give much detail, but my mother and my sister tried to hook me up with a Sagittarius person. Hell to the no. They're crazy, gossipy. Sorry, I'm crazy. The ones I met crazy. I got Sagittarius in my rising, or moon. So don't give me the whole hey, you don't like Sagittarius. I'm part Sagittarius, so I can say whatever the hell I want to. So that's a sign I don't like. My mother's a Sagittarius. She's a Sagittarius sun sign. I do not like them, and right now I'm not really a fan of my mother either. So so I don't like Sagittarius. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm really digging a deeper hole here. They remind me of Geminis, but a fire sign version of a Gemini. And this one lady came to me, and after I said it in the previous video, she goes, you do realize that Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite signs. I'm like, really? For some reason, they remind me of Geminis, but with a fire sign twist. I don't know. Like, there's been a lot of times I've mistaken some Sagittarius with Geminis. So I'm like, I don't know much about zodiac signs, so don't take my advice, literally. Virgo, boring. The ones that I've met, boring as boring can get. Literally, you're sitting there talking to them, and women, you're like that. So Aries. Let me speak on Aries. I'm not omitting y'all. I'm omitting Aries. Look, I do not like to associate with other Aries people, because we turn in, like I said in the other video, we turn into, hey Jeannie, we turn into this damn like blunt fest. Like, I was friends with one. I remember back in high school, I was friends with this one kid, right? And little did I know, I looked him up years later. He was born on the same day I was, March 28, 1989. Same day, same year. We always clash. We just cannot shut the fuck up. And I'm like, well, you shut the fuck up. No, you shut the fuck up. And I'm like, no, you shut the fuck up. Like it was like a constant bluntness. And the ones I've met, they have these crazy way about them. Too forward. I'm like, damn. I can't deal with it. Too much. Aries, you're too over the top. You're too dramatic. And look at me, pot calling the kettle black, of course. Scorpios. I don't know much about Scorpios. I don't know anything about Scorpios. That's one sign I don't know shit about. Capricorn, boring. Capricorn, too focused on practicality. Not having much fun. Always worried about business. Worried about working. Work. It's always talking about work. I mean, that's all. Like, I can't stand it. It's too serious. Y'all want to know the truth? I'm gonna do it. I don't like Capricorn. Like as far as like if I tried, I'm talking about people I would date. Cancer. Let's speak about cancers. Cancer manipulator, manipulator, manipulation alert. I ain't got a problem with cancer. I really don't. I've always loved having cancers as friends. But my issue is you got to worry about, you got to be careful letting them in too close. They start trying to manipulate you and you don't even know you're being manipulated. That's what I've noticed about that sign. So I'm only speaking of the positive or the negative about the signs, not the positive. You know, I'm a negative Nancy times 12. Very moody. Cancer is very moody. I used to like the zodiac sign. Pisces used to be my favorite zodiac signs. I've said this in videos. I don't. They're not my favorite sign anymore because I've had a fallout with a bunch of my Pisces in my life. And no, I'm not talking about my sister. I'm talking about other Pisces that I've known over the years. I've learned. I don't know what's going on with Pisces as an astrological movement. So yeah, Aries. I just don't. Aries are crazy. I don't. They act like. Yeah, I don't know. But my least favorite zodiac signs, I would say, probably are Gemini and Aquarius. It's the sign I avoid like the plague. My brother's an Aquarius, and like when you're talking to him, it's like this. I'm like, "How you doing, Keegan?" "I'm all right. I'm good." "Hey, you just won $1 million off the Georgia lottery." "Oh, really? That's cool. All right, that's cool." Yeah, like I can't stand that. Like with me, if we're going, like, here's my thing. That's just no, that don't fly with me. And I'm not saying Aries ain't bad. I mean, Aries is bad too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we don't have our ways. We do. And I don't know. But the Aries will bring the passion. They'll bring the passion for sure. Uh, a lot of people are always complaining about Scorpios, but I don't know any. I honestly do not know a single Scorpio. I have a cousin that's Scorpio, but I never really grew up with her to know exactly if she has these crazy ways like everybody says that Scorpio does. I don't know. I have no earthly idea. No idea. But the zodiac signs I avoid is Aries. I avoid Gemini. I avoid Aquarius, Sagittarius, and it's becoming an obsession of mine over the years. It's become a really big obsession of mine to avoid these signs. Gemini, like if I let's say I'm having a great connection with someone, even if it's platonic, whatever, and I'm just sitting there, I'm having a great conversation, and I'll be like, "Hey, by the way, what's your zodiac sign?" They say Gemini, Aquarius, or any other sign. I'm like, "Oh, oh, I have to go. I gotta go. I left something. I left something. I gotta go," and I'll make an excuse. That's how we do. That's how I do. She's been sleeping with your ex. Your sister's been sleeping with your ex the whole time you were together. Lord, and she's a Scorpio. Remind me to stay away from that sign. Taurus. Taurus. I have Taurus rising, and I notice about Taurus, they don't like to change. Resistance to change, resistant to anything that's different. And see, the thing is, I have a few Taurus family members, so I guess I have a little bit of opinion on it. It's like the ones that I know personally, they're very stuck in their ways, very forward, very serious, and that's stubborn, all that. Um, very stuck in the same thing, like literally. It's like they'll be, let's just say, for example, a tornado's on the way, right? You tell the Taurus person's gonna stay right there. They don't want to change. I'm staying in my house. This is my house. I'll be damned if a funnel's gonna take my house with it. Like, I mean, it's just so. Sorry. I have bad jokes sometimes. Really, really bad jokes. Yeah. um. Yes. But don't think, because I do plan to do, I do plan to do like some meet and greets in the future. I do plan to, once I get enough people that watch me, that way I don't show up to a building, rent it out, and then nobody shows up. So I got to get a little bit of a fan base before I just run out and do meet and greets. But when I do, don't think because you're a Gemini or you're an Aquarius or a Sagittarius, Tyler's not gonna like me. No, don't think that. This is what I practice in my own life. Okay. Oh, I like Libra. I never said I didn't like Libra. Never did say that. Yeah. Give us a song. Somewhere. Okay, I don't play. No, that sucked. I was gonna sing, but my voice is not. I have to realize when I used to do theater, I used to warm up like crazy. If I don't do warm ups, I'm afraid to sing because I sound like a cat getting thrown out the window, basically. Yeah. What's my rising and moon sign? I would say, let's see, I'm Aries Sun, Taurus rising, and Sagittarius moon. So, what made me start doing readings? I did them on myself. People always ask me what made you start tarot. I thought tarot was fake until a lot of people don't realize I thought tarot was fake until I started using them myself, and I'm like, wait a second, these things are predicting things happening basically. Um, I'm like, how are they doing that? So I would pull it. I used to go to okay before I go to work, right? I used to pull a card. I'll be like, okay, how's work going to be for me? Let's see. And then I would pull something like whatever, and then so I would see how that energy would play out throughout my day, and I'm like, wait a second, I was like, damn, the tarot cards predicted this earlier this morning. So I noticed that when I would ask it to tell me how my day was going to go or what was going to happen that day, it would tell me exactly what would happen. I'm like, how are they doing that? And I was like, this is just a coincidence. So I used to read for people in my family. And one time I told my family, I won't say who, obviously I don't want to put their business out there. But basically, I was going to read from one of my family members, and it was saying something about someone going to jail. Like it was giving me a very specific story. And I told the person, they said, please don't send me messages like that. That scares me, right? So literally, my sister one day woke me up. Literally, no, it was like 5 hours. It was like 5 hours later that day. She woke me up with a message. She said, oh, such and such went to jail. And I'm like, oh my God. And she says, that's crazy how you predicted that. And I showed her, I was like, I tried to warn such and such, and they went to jail 5 hours later. And this is someone who ain't been to jail in years. Like they had got their shit straight and everything. So the likelihood of me predicting 5 hours later they're going to jail is slim to none. And I did it all throughout the cards. And I'm like, okay, these things really do work. Like they really do work. There is free will, but I do notice that I can tell a client, like I can tell a client, I can say, okay, hey, I see that this person you may end up being with someone or being with this person, right? Free will can totally knock it the shit out, totally knock it out. Somebody could easily just up and leave, up and not want to be, I don't care what the cards say. We all have free will, period. What's my Venus and Mars? My Venus is Aries, but I don't know what my Mars is. I don't know, Lucia. Um, did I teach myself? I would say yes, because the thing is, my card knowledge comes from the fact that I've felt every energy in every card in this deck. I felt how it plays out. I felt how they play out. Like the Tower will play out in many ways. Like the Tower will play out when something, like you get a message out of the blue that you wasn't expecting from someone. It'll play out like a sudden ending, sudden breakup. It'll pop out for death. It'll pop out for things that you don't expect. For example, like for example, the Five of Cups will play out when you're regretting something you did in the past, or if you're regretting some type of a loss or anything. It's like, okay, for example, the Nine of Pentacles will play out when I get this card a lot. Do I have any pets? No, I used to have an iguana, but literally I had to sell the iguana. Like I love that iguana. I cried like a baby when I had to give that iguana up. But that was my baby. I love that iguana, huge iguana. You can actually see a picture. Well, I ain't gonna get my Facebook out, anyways. So this will play out when you're like single or when you're giving off an independent vibe. It also will play out when you've acquired some money and a lot of ways the Nine of Pentacles will play out. But if you get this for, let's say, for example, you're asking about some guy or girl, you're like, would they commit to me? If they pull this, it's very unlikely that they would because they enjoy being single, or they'll always, and even if you do commit to the person, they'll be very like, they'll act single, they'll give off a very independent vibe. So they'll be with someone, but they'll go out and party like they're single, basically. So you don't want to pull this when, I love reptiles. I love snakes. I love lizards. I love all that. I love anything that's like reptilianishness, whatever you want to call it. But if you pull this for your partner, or if you pull this for someone, it don't mean they won't commit to you. pull this. But this will tell me that whoever you're going to be committing to will give off a very independent, single vibe, or they'll be the type that you're like, hey, aren't we together? And they're like, yeah, we're together, but they're giving off this vibe that they're single. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my iguana. Everybody's talking about iguanas now. My iguana used to bite the shit out of me. Like, these things have sharp teeth, like in their mouth. It used to bite the shit out of me, like just randomly. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I love tarantulas, believe it or not. In 8th grade, that was, what was it, cats? Yes, I do play video games. I play Friday the 13th all the time when I'm not doing personal readings. I have the PlayStation 3. Sorry, PlayStation 3. Is it PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation. Wow, PS4. Lord, I said PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4 is what I got. That's sad. I don't know what system I got. Yeah, PS4. It's a PS4. Add me on Friday the 13th if you want to be my. If you want to play Friday the 13th with me, by the way. Sometimes I play with my fans on there, or people that are fans of my channel. I hate saying fans, I really do, but sometimes I play with people that basically watch my channel. Like I play all the time with them on there. Let's see. And we can talk and basically play Friday the 13th on our little headphones. So, do I play GTA? I don't. Was it hard for me to learn tarot? It like at first it was, but I pretty much got it down to a science. I'm not saying I'm 100% accurate in my readings. I don't claim to be, but when you get a reading from me, I'll look far ahead. I look like 3-6 months ahead. So, card signifies marriage. 4 of Wands. I'm doing a tarot class in a few days. So I'm afraid to start talking about the tarot cards. I'm like, okay. I don't want to make them mad like, oh, you're giving out free information. No, but my tarot classes go in depth. Like I'm going in depth with my tarot readings, tarot card classes. I do follow a few other readers. I did a video on that actually about 2 weeks ago. So what do I look for in love? Honesty, bluntness, just someone who's genuine, basically, you know. I do have a spot available for my tarot class. For some reason, everybody that messages me for it either is not in my time zone or they don't ever message me back. So I have 11 spots filled, but I have 1 spot left. I don't want to do a big, huge first class. I want to keep it to 12, you know. So, oh yeah, my PS4 game tag for that person that asked is TYLER Torments, TORMENTZ, like Torments. So add me on PS4 if you ever want to play Friday the 13th, the game. All right, everybody, I gotta go, but I am open for love, but I don't think it's coming because I'm too stubborn. All right, I'll talk to y'all later, okay? I wanted to have a little chat with y'all. Have a good one, y'all. Oh, I thought it was done.